Yo, this is Jaasu, and this is my On the Radar beat breakdown for Freaky by me.
I get so freaky when you say my name. When you say my name, I get so freaky when you say my name. I wanna feel what's in your body. I get so
Yeah, so for Freaky, the beat came about. I was actually just making some vibe to kind of freestyle over. So I didn't even know what direction the song was actually going in. So I really just made like a bass line and built around that. So started with this. It's all Ableton stock stuff.
I get so.
And yeah, I put a little vocal chop in there. So that kind of like inspired the vibe. So this shit was really a hip hop beat for real. So I'm gonna kind of take you on the whole course of how it came together. So yeah, this is a bass, it's a little clap, etc. So after this, I loaded it into a different session, and I just started recording vocals over it, that exact beat.
I get so freaky.
And this is what it originally sounded like.
When you say my name, I get so freaky. When you say my name.
So I really just recorded over that kind of hip hop track you guys saw. And it's all like kind of filtered, so these claps and stuff are still in it, but I ended up taking them out. And I'll show you some of the vocal layers. So
I get so freaky.
all I got on these vocals are really simple stuff. I got like Pro DS, it's all a Fab filter. Pro DS, Pro C, Pro Q, and then Auto Tune. And a little bit of Alter Boy on the vocals. I'll be playing with the format sometimes. Left, right stacks. More left, right stacks. And then these are an ooze section, which my boy actually suggested me doing that deli. And then I tried some drums, you're gonna hear them here. So it was really just like a hip hop kind of down tempo, more on some kind of Travis, early Travis type of vibe. And then from there, we get here. So, and this is kind of the final sound I ended up going with. So I printed all that stuff, all the instruments into separate tracks, and then sped it up one. So I sped everything up, and this is how it sounded after.
I get so freaky when you say my name. When you say my name, I get so freaky. When you say my name, I wanna feel what's in your body. I get
So here I was I like the tempo, I like the pitch and everything, so it came together nice. And then from here I just started experimenting low-key. So usually I would just probably like do nothing on the track, but I started to like push myself a little bit on the artist side. So I was just thinking what kind of cool bounces I could come up with. And I was going through loops and I found this like ballet funk thing, and I've been messing with ballet funk for like the last 6 years. So like I have a bunch of samples just saved on my computer. And I just went through, I just looked up ballet on my search, and I found this one here, which was like it was crazy. I was like, this sounds super tucked and in pocket. So I took that, slowed it down, and here we are.
freaky when you say my name. When you say my name, I get so freaky. When you say my name,
And then the only other thing that I added after that were some additional productions. So I put some open hi-hats.
I could tell this pussy got talent. I could tell this pussy like magic. I could tell this pH balance. If I lose you,
When the second hook comes in, 808s come in. So
I get freaky when you say my name. When
To be honest, this is definitely the first song that sounded like this. So anybody else you hear doing anything ballet, sexy, anything, yeah, that was me, most likely. And then from there, I wanted to build out a really cool outro. So I just started stacking instruments. I added another loop on top of it to give it a little bit more like body. It's more like classic ballet funk. Some vocals. Little siren. An arpeggiator, so this one just kind of like floaty vibes. And then this one was like the main one that you hear in the outro, so. And if you listen to it by itself, it kind of sounds kind of whack by itself, but when you put it in context with everything else, it sounds great. So. And then from there, I added mad vocals to this. So I ended up having some homegirls. Shout out Maria Yurko. Shout out China. Love y'all. My favorites. And I just had them stack vocals on it. And here's how that came about. I get so freaky. So like I'll play it for you and solo it. So here's what I stacked on top of it. I get so freaky. And then I just kept a bunch of laughs and stuff, which was super cool and like intimate. So that's kind of like all throughout the whole beat is like little laughs like this. And then the other thing I had was my homie China. I had her do stacks on top of certain words. So that's when you say my name. And then there's a section where it goes deep. So I had her cut this on top of my vocals. And then the last stacks were on these little words right here. And here, I did a bunch of gang vocals here. So it was China, she did a couple, and then the rest are literally just me in the studio in my house in LA, just adding all these vocals. So that's what it sounds like together. So that's all over this last hook. And yeah, this is the kind of final version I ended up going with. And then I added a little texture from my boy Johnny Wood, one of the best producers in the game. And that was it, a little white noise. And yeah, that's Freaky by me, Jaasu. Much love.